Greetings and salutations. My name is Michael Schwahn, and today we are checking out Trinity Fusion. Now, let me tell you what, when I checked the Steam tags of like, what type of game is this, beyond that it's coming out soon and it kind of looks cool, it's got a lot of tags on it, all right? It's like 2D, 2.5D, action platformer, roguelike, Souls-like, hack and slash. So what I'm guessing is we're getting something relatively along the lines of like Dead Cells or maybe Hollow Knight or somewhere in between. Too many tags scares me. That's fair, Vandashar. I completely understand that. Part of me wonders if the game is having an identity problem or if they're just trying to gain visibility on Steam. But we'll find out. That's what we're here to do. So this is Trinity Fusion. We actually have a decent number of trailers. We got 4 trailers, and some of them are of decent length. We got like upwards of 3 minutes on one of these. So we should at least get a decent look at the game, hopefully. So let's go back with the reveal trailer that was showed off in December of 2022. I like the animation work. Jesus Christ. Oh, shit. I think you're dead. Reality is breaking down. Fight as your parallel selves. Alright, well that's cool. Altara, the Gadgeteer. That was neat. Kara, the Warrior. This art direction. Naira, the Ranger. Yeah, so do you essentially want the mage, the warrior, or the ranger? But instead of magic, they're using gadgets. Fuse your worlds into one. Oh, and then you become fucking Trinity. Oh, the name of the game is Trinity Fusion. Pretty on the nose, don't you think? You're gonna fuse the trinity of yourselves and become a powerhouse that beats ass. All right, well, we'll move forward now into the Boss Rush beta trailer from January 17th of 2023. Again, definitely digging the art direction. It's also really cool to see people using 3D engines for 2D games or 2.5D games, just because it lends such a different visual style. Test out our bosses for us. Let us know if they suck. Let us know what we need to do to make these bosses better. All right, so now we have the official developer overview trailer. This is from the Mixed Showcase back on March 17th of 2023.
Hello, my name is Craig Hauser. I am a level designer at
maybe also
Remakes.
swap in a run between roles or people. Yeah, maybe.
Action roguelite called Trinity Fusion, a sci-fi side-scroller with a big emphasis on smooth, satisfying combat. In Trinity Fusion, you'll play as Maya, a woman psychically connected with her 3 parallel selves across the multiverse.
Oh.
Their worlds are falling apart, and you and your counterparts are the key element in a plan to reconnect them, fusing each of their worlds back together into one stable timeline. The worlds of Trinity Fusion are in a constant state of flux. Each time you step out into the multiverse, levels are procedurally generated out of hundreds of handcrafted rooms, arenas, and challenges. As you reclaim key areas in each universe, you'll unlock access to new starting points, allowing you to hop between universes to bypass certain areas, giving you a bit of extra freedom to choose your path through each run. Whenever you come back from the multiverse, you'll be returning to the Citadel, hidden away in a pocket dimension. It's complicated, but this is where a small cabal of engineers are working to help you in your mission. Among them is Sendara, Maya's partner, who maintains the machines that link Maya to her counter-selves. By bringing Sandara materials, she can augment the link between Maya and her other selves, unlocking new, permanent upgrades that you can equip before you head out again.
Neat.
Trinity Fusion is all about great-feeling combat. It's a
You're hyping this up. It better feel fucking great. I'm just saying, I'm real judgy.
You'll strike enemies with your melee weapon to build up power, dodge their attacks when you see their eyes flash, and then blow them away with powerful energy weapons like rocket launchers or heavy battle hammers. Each of your alternate selves have their own set of unique abilities, weapons, and traversal tools to help them fight through their worlds. Altara has a drone equipped with a short-range teleporter, allowing her to reach distant areas and bypass foes. It's also handy for collecting items or activating a distant switch. Naira has an active camo module, allowing her a brief moment of invisibility to quickly disengage from a fight or slip past an enemy undetected.
Then fucking execute
Terra's
him.
Cannonball ability is great for both starting a fight or ending it, or just crossing small gaps. These abilities don't cost energy.
Can you see the
Operating on a
Metroid
cooldown
influence?
instead, try mixing them into your gameplay to give yourself more of an edge in combat. We're really excited to share Trinity Fusion with you all. We can't wait to see what you think of the game when you finally get your hands on it later this year. In the meantime, wishlist and follow us on Steam to stay up to date with our progress, and we'll see you out there in the multiverse.
Neat. Yeah, Metroid roguelike! Woohoo! Let's go! I'm ready! Alright, so this is labeled as the announced trailer, but I think it's being announced for consoles because this is on the PlayStation page. This is the latest trailer from March of this year. The animation work is really smooth. I'm not sure how satisfying, like, the impact of your attacks is, though. It might be different when I'm playing it.
Each world falls more out of balance the further they diverge from ours.
What can we do about it?
We force them back together.
Smooth animation is not always smooth control. You're absolutely right. They were touting a bunch of smooth controls. Freeze enemies to create a platform. That's cool. And you can have smooth animations and smooth controls, but it still not be a very satisfying combat experience. And that can all go into, like, feedback and stuff like that. Things like hit stop and screen shake and stuff like that. Things can also feel completely different from how they look. Something can look not very exciting, but actually feel incredible when you're playing it. Not to say that this doesn't look exciting. I definitely like a lot of what we're seeing here. There's a lot of side scrolls coming out recently. Well, with the way that we do our reactions, we end up seeing a lot of games that aren't necessarily like hyper mainstream, like this one. And it's pretty popular for indie studios to target side-scrolling style games, whether it's beat-em-ups or Metroidvanias or whatever. So I think that's probably why. So this is going to be on at least PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4 and Steam. I think I also saw a trailer for it coming to something else as well. Have these guys made anything else? Angry Mob Games? They made Muffin Night and Brawlout. Muffin Night in 2014 and Brawlout in 2018. I don't know anything about either of those games. Brawlout is definitely just a Smash clone, but, you know, whatever on that one. The art is very pretty. I like the art direction a lot. So does this have a price tag yet? No, it does not. But it does release on April 13th. So we'll be discovering that price tag very, very soon. It's also releasing into early access. Really? Why early access? We want Trinity Fusion to be the best it can be. We want to involve players in the development process. You know, whenever I see this like really short stock standard answer, it feels less like we want player involvement in the development process and more like we're running out of money and we really need to get some sales. Approximately how long will the game be in early access? It's difficult to predict, but we're aiming for 12 to 18 months. How is the full version planned to differ from the early access version? The full launch of the game will be complete. Yeah, okay, full biomes, additional levels. Let's see. What is the current state of the early access? The initial early access release will contain all of our base gameplay mechanics, some of the early story content, as well as the unfused version of the game's biomes. Because they said you can merge the worlds together. Should give you a solid foundation. Most of the game's mechanics are in place. We just need more content. Will the game be priced differently? It may increase upon release. Okay. For the right price, I would probably still absolutely pick it up and play it. I am disappointed that it's not actually just a full release. I feel like with a lot of the things that they showed off that this game could be just a full release. And who knows, you know, maybe this information on this early access part is outdated. I'm not sure. It's also interesting because it says that it's releasing on PlayStation 5. And it doesn't say that it's releasing into early access. I'm not even sure if PlayStation 5 has an early access program, right? Because that was one of the things that Xbox was missing for a really long time until they got it recently with Game Preview, I believe is what it's called. But I don't know if there's still a method for that with PlayStation. I don't know if PlayStation allows early access titles. So maybe that early access information that's on the Steam page is outdated. Either way, we'll find out in like a day or two. So it's not exactly that far out. What does this mean that they put out content about every 4 years? I mean, maybe that's about, 4 or 5 years is the split between the games that they've released, which isn't a bad time frame for releasing video games across one another, especially if you're still providing any type of support to the previous titles. Their last title was a platform brawler, so I'm not too surprised that it might have taken them a little bit longer to get to Trinity Fusion, because they probably did have a little bit of post-launch support for a platform brawler, maybe an extra character or two, or at least keeping the service running smoothly. So some games get that stuck forever in early access. I don't think this game will do that. It doesn't feel like a game that is going to get stuck in early access unless something really unfortunate happens on the development side of things. Oftentimes the games that get stuck forever in early access are games that are significantly larger and significantly more ambitious, games that normally have words like open world and survival crafting on them, and this doesn't have any of those. PlayStation 5 does do early access. Okay, cool. Thanks, Vanishar. But anyway, that's Trinity Fusion. I like the look of it a lot. I would really want to give it a try. I think it could be a lot of fun. I am a bit disappointed in the early access, but I can understand where you might need that as much as it is just the claim of wanting player feedback. They did have that open boss rush beta, and I wonder if that's what was marked as early access. Is the demo, they're like a demo download on this? No, it's just add to your wish list. Okay, so either way, I do like the look of it a lot. That's Trinity Fusion. Let me know what your thoughts are on it. Please leave your thoughts down in the comments below the like button. If you did play in that boss rush beta or anything like that, or if you have a little bit more knowledge or experience with this game, please feel free. Share your entire experience with us. I'd love to hear from you. If you want to keep up the conversation elsewhere, 2 great places to do so are Discord and Twitter. Speaking of Discord, we have a channel dedicated to these reactions where you can place links of your own that we can check out together live on stream, because we do stream on Twitch, and I would love to see you there. If you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like. If you want to catch future videos, please subscribe to the channel. You can watch one of the other videos on the channel, or if I see you in the live stream, thank you and enjoy.